so they could like legally say that and like talk about that and everything. But they met up there, and dude came over and he like
And ate him.
fucking he carved him up and everything, yeah. And then Bloodbath made a song about it, and then I jammed
I
that
remember
song,
that.
and I was like, "Yeah,
I think I remember that.
the metal song, bro."
I think I remember that's how I heard about that was from like you explaining that song or that situation. That's so intense.
It's really intense. He tried to like, I think he tried to, the first body part that he tried to saute, whatever, I don't know what he did, cook. It was penis. It was his first thing, because the dude wanted to eat it too. He wanted to taste, I guess, before he died.
That's
We just went
right?
from like super sentimental like feelings, and then we're like fucking
it's just
cannibals,
really
bro.
weird when you think about the world, and then you think about
dude. When I was reading that story,
so
that's hyper surreal. It was hyper surreal. Right? You're just like, what is this? This is like, this exists within this realm of existence?
Like, we have the Baconator and people wanting to eat each other. Like, that's so intense. Like, like, it's crazy enough when you think, like, we have skyscrapers and then there's jungles where people live. Like, that's crazy enough. But then, like, just that's like nature and stuff. Like, we're talking about just like the difference of people themselves. Like, there's people who are allergic to peanuts, and then there's people that want to eat other people. Like, oh, cool. That's that's pretty crazy. Like, wow. Don't want to get that roll to die, I guess. But that's not even the eating one. I think it's the being eaten. That's so.
He wanted that. It was like a fetish he had.
So,
that's like the weird thing.
I don't know how you can know if you have that fetish until someone does it.
But at the same time, did anything wrong occur there?
I don't know, right? Like, you didn't really infringe. Like, I think one of the biggest things is infringing on other people, and neither of them seemed to. They both wanted.
They were both cool
right?
with it, yeah.
Yeah, like, did that guy end up?
Yeah, he ended up in jail
because he killed
him. He had like a stockpile of the dude in his freezer and stuff. So
could that be like if a dude signs off like legally or something? No, because legally they wouldn't accept that, right? You can't go to a lawyer and be like, "I'd like to sign off."
This is a binding contract.
I wouldn't press charges if I were alive after this guy ate me. So, who are you hurting? That's
taking advantage of the mentally ill. Well, who's to say they're mentally ill? Just because they're not the norm? I don't understand. And I don't know if we're going to stream any other time. We might. Because we still like to play video games, just as a chill sesh. So
we definitely just wanted to.
But this is definitely like our... This is good for like listening to in the background of you guys playing video games or whatever.
This is retardedly more refined than most of our content.
He wants to be totally nothing then. Well, you're like, in terms of society, yeah, of course that's crazy, but like.
So, are you saying that people that want to be gay because it's not as normal as being straight? No, bro, not cool. I'm just kidding. I feel like you should let people do what they want as long as it doesn't infringe on me. But if you want to say that,
I don't have a problem with it, to be honest. I don't. They're two dudes who are crazy for each other.
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know. That's a crazy situation. It's hard to like.
And like, how can you get therapy for wanting to be eaten? That's like a weird. Oh, no, I'm a therapist who specializes in...
Any comparison is like...
Vorophilia.
Is so far off, where, like, you can't make any comparison where, like, well, if someone wants to be fucked in the ass and someone wants to fuck them, like, that's not... Because we're talking about, like, death. We're talking about the end of something, so it's like, yeah, I don't...
Well, okay, let's share, like, do you think suicide should be legal? Because I'm pretty sure it's illegal right now.
It is illegal, yeah. Because absolutely, assisted suicide is illegal, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, if you fail at suicide, that's a criminal offense.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous, but, well, I guess it's ridiculous.
Schmeister, this is a podcast. You gotta chill.
Tough call. Dude, I can't. That one for sure to me seems like okay more than the eating of other people. It's just I feel like I'm like you are not infringing on anyone. People will make the statement that you're like, well, you're hurting loved ones and stuff, and I'm like, I guess. But
Emotionally,
if they
but
loved you, they would want you to be happy. And maybe suicide was
that's your release, yeah.
that's what you thought would make you happy.
You don't get the
Never.
death penalty for suicide.
That would be hilarious. Like that would be the ultimate.
They're
Shouldn't
like, yes, second chance.
shouldn't the thing be like you're put in a room, you're on watch 24/7 for the rest of your life and you can't kill yourself.
Well, that or
That should be
they
the
might
punishment.
like seek help for you too, though. I don't know.
That should be
I
the
don't know
punishment.
what they do.
Punishment should definitely never be that they kill you.
I know, yeah, that's a
That's a
reward.
comedy. That's hilarious. They should just like sit you in a room and insult you. Yeah, you bitch. You need to kill yourself. That you get that for your whole life till you die. What did they do? If you can, you can suffocate. I guess, dude. I think suffocating yourself without any other means is probably pretty tough. I think you have to overcome like brain chemistry.
Yeah, that's
You have to be like,
well.
nope,
Can you?
not breathing, bro.
The thing
At some
is,
point, I think
I
your brain
think no,
takes
no,
over your
no.
consciousness, does it not?
Well, it's kind of impossible to choke yourself while
Right?
you're out, where you're knocked out. You can't keep choking yourself.
Yeah, right?
So you'll
Right?
eventually come to. There's no way you could keep choking yourself while you're unconscious to make sure you're dead.
You just like you have that like pit bull death grip on your hands, or just
Somehow
lockjaw.
locked.
You,
Yeah.
you can't
Maybe
like.
it could lock. I don't know.
Uh, I don't know. That's. What do you think of like? Um, you don't care. I was gonna say, do you have any opinion on like hunting or like anything to do with like PETA or like um, do you have any feelings on that? Like killing of
Animals
animals
being
or
murdered. Um, somewhat, honestly.
yeah?
Like, I don't like it, but at the same time, I like meats and stuff like that. So I'm conflicted
Mm-hmm.
because you're kind of like, all right, well, the animal's just like. At the same time, as long as it's killed humanely, I don't have a problem with it.
Okay.
When it's tortured and shit like that,
Yeah, that's horrible.
that
across
rubs
the
me the
board.
wrong way.
I don't think anyone agrees with that for sure.
Humane killing, where it's just like a instant thing, instant dead. All right, that's fine.
Mhm.
I can turn the other cheek because I like meat.
Okay.
But if it's like I've read so many stories and seen so many like shit conditions of like
Food Inc. type
chickens
stuff. Yeah,
specifically, where they live in a dark
they
den
make their
their entire
like,
lives. They
they
can't even
make
develop
their
eyes and everything like that.
they make their breasts so heavy that they can't even walk.
Yeah,
Like ridiculous.
that's some brutal shit.
Yeah, right? Yeah, for sure. Okay, that's interesting because it always seems to be like a I want to be able to understand both sides because like on the pardon me on
Bless you.
the PETA vegan type side where it's just like that's a living thing. I agree, but a lot of people will say like on the reverse side, like well it's either gonna get eaten by a predator or die. But I don't know how I feel about that generally because I'm like okay well everyone's gonna die, bro. So can we just kill everything? Can we just kill each other?
Just kill everything all
We're
the
all
time.
we're all gonna die, bro. And
Might as
then
well die now.
you have the insane stance where like that's not insane because it's true, but the stance where then meat eaters will go, well, freaking vegetables are living, like you're killing them, bro. I don't know how I feel about that. That doesn't seem
That's kind of a
because
shit argument,
because
though.
I can't hear them talk if plants can talk
Well, they
or
don't
have any
like,
understanding
I
of
mean, a
brain
fucking,
chemistry.
Yeah, central nervous
Then
system. They don't have consciousness. I'm pretty sure they don't have consciousness. I didn't do any research on that, but
I
I'm
I don't
pretty
know
sure
how
they're
we
incapable
I don't
of.
know how we would know either way. But regardless, I was just interested to
Mhm.
you're cool. Yeah, I think I'm totally cool with humaneness of it, because I also totally understand that as much as we try to like, I think we try to do it to fit our situations. As we try to like, oh, we're not like animals, bro. Like people will say that you're not an animal.
Hmm.
Like control yourself. But like I think we forget that we are on the top of the food chain.
Yeah.
Like in most cases. So
Well, we also
I don't
get
know
eaten
that
though too,
we're
so.
yeah, like I think killing and eating things is like one has to do with probably population control. I know like that sounds like BS, but I know people would be like, if no one killed deers or anything, then we'd probably end up killing them because there'd be too many, and we would just hit them with cars and shit, like
Hmm.
whatever. But I,
Well, at the
I'm,
same time, we control the population of other things,
yeah,
like
yeah,
completely. We have like
hmm,
a stranglehold on cows, chickens,
yeah.
stuff like that. So,
But I'm glad you have no controversial opinion on that.
yeah,
So never mind.
I don't think we're gonna disagree on too much.
Like, bro, no, totally. I didn't know you were vegetarian. I had no idea. Yeah,
Schmeisser, I doubt your voice is
meat
sexy.
meat is way too delicious.
It's
So,
too good, man.
yeah, I totally agree. Feed it grass. Like, don't let it know. This is because there we go. That's something that I saw recently on, I believe it was on Reddit. There was a post of some dudes with a rhino that they had killed. I don't know if you saw this.
No,
Um,
on Reddit, and
some
that was
guy,
loved.
no, the guy. It was two guys next to a rhino that they had killed, and I
Okay,
don't.
here's
No,
the thing:
they didn't
killing
love
it
it.
for
Reddit did not love
game, like
it.
for
Reddit did
just
not love it.
sport, or for like
That's the thing.
meats.
There's no indication. It's just a picture. The title's like, if you do this, then fuck you. So
Oh,
obviously, a
okay.
lot of people brought up the like, okay, well, you do know that in Africa you can pay specific amounts of money to go hunt animals, kill them. All that money actually ends up going to wildlife preservation, whatever. Other people take the approach that they're obviously poachers, whatever. Um, but the thing that interesting that I found that a lot of people say is this like um, for like fair game where you pay to go shoot it. People say like, why don't they segregate these animals and have them like somewhere else? Like have them separated so that you can then kill them. And I was like, that seems like the most insane thing ever. Like,
Hmm.
doesn't it make way more sense to have it live a totally regular life and then just get a bullet in the head? Same way that you would probably rather get hit by a car and die than get cancer, and for 5 years them just go, yeah, you have cancer. We're gonna keep you like over here by yourself because we don't want like that. That seems totally insane.
Hmm.
Like, why would you ever want to have the ant? But so a lot of people seem to be seem to say that well, like
Well,
that's
then
almost
again,
like
like the awareness of the animal there too. Like, what kind
yeah,
of confined area would you be putting it in?
what like a zoo? Because that's
A
like
zoo? Okay, yeah, that's that.
no, I mean like no one said that, but a zoo is absolutely like I that's ridiculous. The
Well, I
fact
guess
that
depend. Like, what if it's like one of those insanely huge drive-through zoos?
like Africa, uh,
It's just all of Africa. You could drive through it, and it's a
just drive
zoo.
through, bro. You can just do whatever you want. I don't know. I feel like the most
I
humane
feel
way to
like
go
an
through
animal
is
can't
let it.
really, like,
It probably can't reason enough to
to
understand.
be like, yeah, I'm trapped here. Like, I can understand like a very small cage,
Setting me aside. But
but like
it
the
seems
ones
like the most humane way to kill an animal would to be to just let it live normally, and then you blow its brains out, and it doesn't know it's
as long
dead.
as you get it on the first shot. What
Yeah,
if you like miss and then it's like you hit
it
its
hobbles
leg or
off.
something
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
just like, oh shit! Now it looks like it's in pain.
Not good. You don't want to do. Yeah, you definitely if you miss and just wound it, you got to blow that thing's brains out right away, for sure. But yeah, like in my case, I would rather
50
be
sniper rifles.
shot in the head than fucking.
You're right.
Yeah,
We should start hunting cancer victims.
yeah, bro. Just segregate them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Put them
I'm
in
not
pens.
I'm not doing it justice, but I remember that was stupid either way. I'm not sure how I totally even feel poacher wise, because poaching is an interesting concept because it's clearly only existed in the last like 150, 200 years. Like, yeah, you can't kill those things because before that you could just kill whatever you would want,
Mm-hmm.
and that was never. No one's like, psh, all those like cowboys and all those poachers. No, they were just like there was no laws against it. And I'm cool because it's an animal. Once again, I don't want to be a dick, but like people be like, if you kill a rhino, then fuck you. You don't give a shit about rhinos. Don't play.
Yeah.
No one cares about rhinos. Rhino was coming at you, you'd be like, murder that thing. It's not relatable. It's huge. It's a thing
Look
made
at
out
it.
of
It's huge.
it's a thing made out of armor.
Look at his sideburns.
It has a murderous horn. Don't play. Like, let's not pretend we care about the rhino population. If they cease to exist, I don't think like you would get over it. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty indifferent on that one for sure. It's not like the guy was poaching dogs, but I don't know. Whatever.
What about game versus like for survival? I don't know about survival. Just for meats, like you're gonna use their entire carcass, as opposed to game where they just hunt and kill it and they don't eat it or anything.
Across the board, it makes the most sense. If you're not going to use it, like sell it or something. Like use it somehow, right?
Yeah.
I think I like. Once again, I have a really hard time relating to like wildlife. Where I'm like, yeah, you shot a deer, like, okay. Because I can take that opinion and be like, yeah, that deer would have got eaten by a mountain lion, so I'm not that worried about how it died.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I don't care. But I get, like, preferable, once again, it would make more sense that you would do something with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, man, like, I think you can kill, like, a deer and have meat for a ridiculous amount of time.
Probably. Yeah.
Like, yeah, I think you can kill a deer and have, like, you could kill, like, 2-3 deer a year, and maybe that's all the meat you ever needed for a year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that seems ridiculous how much you can get out of that. But this kind of takes me to a thought I've been having recently where I'm not sure how I feel about gun control. Because I've been kind of feeling like, I feel like if you want to shoot a gun, like, you should be able to shoot a gun. Like, why do I care? I definitely don't want accidents to happen. I think that if that's the situation, gun education should be through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone should understand safeties. If you're gonna have a gun, teach your this just goes back to learn how to raise your damn kids. Period. But it should be mandatory to have a gun safe. Like have them secured and stuff. Then I don't know how I feel. Like, yeah, I guess the situation is there for you to kill somebody easily, but like if you want to fire something, I don't know.
A firing range?
Yeah, or like you want to shoot bottles off your porch. I mean, yeah, I guess I got to worry about stray bullets or whatever. But like, I've never done it, so I don't understand. But I feel like it wouldn't be that unfun to shoot a gun.
Yeah, I feel like going to a firing range would be great.
Seems like it would be totally like it's fun to play video games,
and you just feel like hyper powerful after you shoot. You're like, yeah.
So I feel like maybe sometimes I take a too harsh a stance on like guns are for sure 100% bad.
I still feel like they're overall bad. I can't shake that feeling. I don't know why.
It just like
they don't sit well with me.
Yeah. That's the crazy thing about it. I try to understand how I could justify it. Like, why do I need to? I don't want the accidents to happen, so that's where I'll like go with like just the chance of them happening. But I guess.
And once again, I'd like to see the positivity versus the negativity overall, like how many incidences in each category, and I guarantee negativity outweighs positivity. But at this point, it's impossible to legalize guns because everybody already has them. So
I just I try to figure out where the line should be drawn for what you're allowed to do as fun, but that's dangerous. Like, okay, should you it's if you want to do it just for game and sport, like you like shooting things, but there's a dangerous element, like where's that line? You're allowed to jump out of planes and parachute. That's stupid. That should be outlawed. I'm done with that. Like, I don't need that. Like, no one ever's like, oh, bro, that's like, no one's ever worried about the chance of those people dying. Like, that's dangerous too. Outlaw that. I don't need that. Like, so if that's like I know those are two different
Yeah, but
extremes.
they're harming themselves if
They're
anything.
harming themselves for
Whatever.
sure. Um,
I don't
I
care
just
about
don't know, like,
that.
yeah, where I'm supposed to or where I should stand on like something that's dangerous, you being allowed to have it based on what you should just be allowed to do as like a human. I want to do this. It's
Yeah.
fun, whatever. I just try every day. I try to understand. I want to be able to understand the other side a little better than what I do because I, generally speaking, I just go, yeah, you don't, no, you don't get them. You should be able to have them when the government tries to rape us, so you can kill them all.
Yeah, that's
But
like one of the only justifications
but
when the uprising happens,
I
which
want to
is
have
gonna.
exactly. I want to have this. I want to have a lot of them too.
I'll fight
Uh,
the army.
exactly. So I'll submit. I'd be a bitch for sure.
I,
No, no, no.
I,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I would
I'll just go
slave
willing.
myself.
I'll go willing. I will.
Did you play Homefront?
Yes, but I never finished it.
Okay. I remember the ad campaign for that was really good.
I remember the first levels really good when you're like driving through the city in a bus and
Mhm.
there's like people being. It's all like
Executed and everything.
yeah, yeah,
Right in front of
'cause-
your face.
and it's super like yellow feverish because most white people don't like for some like not that I don't like Asian people, but like you could that game gave you feeling. That game
Yeah.
you were like, I hate these dudes. I want to murder all these Asian people. It was yeah, not that I'm
Oh,
promoting that.
fuels racism. Good.
Exactly. I
Fucking
think that's what
yellows.
something that people had a problem with it where they were like, yeah, this definitely it for sure because you were like at points you're like I want to kill because it's cool when you want to kill Nazis. You're like
Yeah.
these evil dicks, but it's obviously not cool when you want to kill.
Well, I
A
mean, we killed Africans in Resident Evil, so.
yeah, yeah.
But
I don't know
people
how
got
much
mad about that. People were pissed.
I'm not see yeah like I don't know how much I hate them because they're just zombies. Whereas like the Asians, they were like beating white people. I'm like,
Yeah.
you guys are even though there's no game where you drop bombs on Asia and feel good about it, right? Like, but they like come over and enslave us, and I'm pissed. I'm like, what is this? No, I'm gonna.
I would just
I
be
don't.
pissed at anybody though. Like
Yeah,
if
right.
it's
Right.
fucking anyone
That's how
doing
they.
that. I would be like, well,
Think
I
they
don't like you.
probably. It couldn't have been meant as racism at all when they made that game. They just figured like, okay, this is an area of the world that has billions of people. It might be the most
That
logical.
could overtake. Yeah,
Over.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, was
Like,
it China? Was it one of the Koreas or like?
I want to say that it was one of the Koreas because the plot line
North
was
Korea, obviously.
well he's dead now. That Kim Jong Il was he the guy who died?
Yep.
Which his son would end up taking over, and then I believe like they slowly worked their. I don't remember exactly how
That's
they did.
China then, I think.
What?
I
What
think China
I
has
don't-
more people though than
I
North
don't-
Korea
yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely. I don't remember the plot line enough. I remember the gameplay was okay
Waves of
listen-
enemies.
because you're like, we got these like. I think there ended up being too many robots and stuff. There was like robot shit, and I was
Was
like,
it?
I don't want this. Well, like
I never
'cause
even played it,
it's
so
not semi-futuristic.
yeah.
Is it obviously like at
It
least
was in the
20
future, yeah, yeah.
I thought it was okay. I think I just definitely was another game where I went through a phase, or I am going through a phase always, where I just play games for like a couple hours and then I just never pick them up again for no reason at all. Not even disliking the game, just like if a week goes by and I didn't have a chance to play it, then I'm over it generally.
Yeah.
Yeah, not picking that back up again. So
Yeah, I've just been trying to pawn my stuff in Diablo at this point.
oh yeah,
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm getting on anymore.
I think I logged on like once or twice this week, and I was like, maybe I'll do a quick run, and I felt no need to at all.
Like if I have something that I want to listen to, I think I'll play it.
Mhm.
But I need something that I want to
The
listen
thing to me is like when I was playing, I was like, this would only really be fun to play if Jared was doing runs with me. And I didn't like I've run it out of just playing it myself.
Yeah.
I would play it as like a co-op type thing, but yeah,
It's pretty
it
shot.
sucked though because it was cool when it was going, and you were like, "Oh, I'm investing time, and this is gonna be
Yeah, it
like
was one of the first
building."
games that I was like into for like a
Yeah,
long time.
I'm building
And
my character up and
it's
stuff.
funny because the game that I got into, everyone hated. I only was into it for like 2 months straight. I couldn't get into it. I couldn't stay into it for longer than that. But
Hmm.
at least I was into something, some
Yeah.
passion. It's
Now it's yeah.
lingering.
But now that that's gone, I feel kind of sad about it. I'm like,
You're like you're
I
empty
don't have a
without it.
game
Yeah.
anymore.
I
Because
can't chew on anything.
even like a regular game where you play through a campaign, it's not as relatable. You're like, this isn't my character. I'm playing the main character in this game. Like
Yeah.
Diablo's like, oh, this is my dude. I'm like, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, kind of wore off. So
Texas was
we'll
once
see
a
when they
seed. What
aren't
about
they
that?
supposed to have like an expansion for it or a
Yeah, but
patch
that's not going
or
to be for
it's for
forever.
like till March or something ridiculous. I
Yeah,
thought
they'll introduce PvP in 1.1, so that'll probably be cool to check out. I wonder.
yeah,
I hope that they go like an esports route with that. To be honest, and they
probably
make
not.
it like hyper balanced, and
Yeah, that'd be nice because I'm gonna be bad at it. So
because it would
it'd be,
suck if
it'd
it's all
be
gear
easier.
based, because then the
Yeah, you're
best,
just like, oh, the Paragon level 100s win.
yeah, best geared players and highest leveled, they win
Win.
always.
So there you go.
Surprise! Surprise! Gear runs the game. Oh my god.
No kidding.
Um, but yeah, I really hope they go the esports route. I don't know. They might not. There's the only two options, really.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Um,
I didn't know. I heard about Texas wanting to secede, um, but I don't know why. I'm guessing it's Obama related.
that's just
Um,
drama. Give it like a 6 months, I would think. Not even 6 months. Give it a couple weeks, and people just stop caring because the election's still too close.
because Obama's reelected. Okay. Um,
That's such melodramatic
I don't.
bullshit. Just
Yeah, I don't understand why they're
write a
so
country song
ridiculous.
about it.
In terms of economic policies, Romney and Obama are fucking like the same person.
Yeah, yeah,
The
right.
only differences are the social issues. Everything else is pretty similar.
I don't understand why, like, just because he got reelected, where were all these people when he was in for those 4 years? They were just cool with it, I guess. Just because there was a chance of him getting out, now they're more pissed.
Yep.
Like those 4 years weren't that bad for Texas, right?
Um, I think. Well, I
Maybe
think everyone just hates him
just
now. But
Just Obamacare. Everyone's so frightened. So
yeah, taking care of fellow man, and that's no good.
exactly.
Led by Rick Perry. Oh, is it okay? Didn't he? Didn't he state something like, "We'll never have the intelligent something on our side," something like that. The intelligent people, intelligent. I don't know, something like that. Which, like, that's just a complete insult to the people who follow you and everything. And
Hmm.
you're
Yeah.
stating that you're not intellectually sound. Uh, I don't know. Maybe that was taken out of context, but it's bizarre.
Yeah, I'm not sure to be honest.
Okay, I think
Do you want to wrap this?
I think I might be out of topics unless you
Yeah.
guys want to move on to
Yeah.
porn. If you guys want to add
Let's.
that onto the end.
Yeah, I'm totally cool to game, but I'm totally cool to wrap this podcast up
Yeah, I think we should,
as well.
because
I
I
totally
think we're
gotta
out of
take
interesting topics.
gotta take a wicked piss, so that might
Yeah.
be.
Do you guys have anything you wanted to talk about, actually? Um, sorry, I don't know about the whole Texas seceding thing. I would talk more about it, but I don't know enough.
Not exactly. Yeah, we have a place in Canada called fucking Quebec, and they wanted to do that for like 30 years. And
They
it's
want us
just,
to secede.
oh yeah, man, they don't want to be part of Canada at all. They're like, they
Are they
still,
the hyper French?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
So they're like, it's first language is French. Yeah, they're way more intense than Texas, and they're not doing anything about it. So will suck it. They're not gonna. And what? They're gonna then they're just free land between America and Mexico. That's pretty scary.
Yeah.
We'll just rape them. Wouldn't we just be like, you want to secede? Okay, let's fight.
Yeah, they would get destroyed. I mean,
Yeah,
well, if it came to war, I don't know
yeah.
if seceding instantly leads to
Yeah, let's wipe